I'm Dr. Bob Grakowski from Sacramento, California, a chiropractor for over 30 years, and I've attended many conferences, personal development, over the years. And this last weekend, my wife and I, and soulmate of 33 years, attended the Smart Success Live conference in Southern California. I think if I was to describe one word to describe the seminar for us, would be transcending. The reason I say that is in 2002, my wife and I were in a helicopter crash. And that traumatic incident, that life-changing experience, it should have actually taken our lives. My wife was getting her helicopter's license, so on her birthday, I had hired her pilot to take us up over the Tahoe area so my wife could take some fall color pictures, and we had a glorious day planned. Well, as we were taking off after our landing, there was pilot error, and the tail rotor of the helicopter hit the tops of the trees and thrust us into a downward spiral into this canyon. We hit with such horrific force, there's no reason why we should have survived. When the FAA got there, they brought body bags thinking that no one would be there. The challenge was this incident became very personal because my wife had suffered a traumatic brain injury. Just a month before, my wife also does personal development, and it was speaking in front of 1,500 ladies at a conference in Toronto. And 1 month later, after this injury, she could barely talk or use the right side of her body and was having over 50 mini strokes in the first 90 days. Medically, they tried to put her on all different drugs, and the process was not looking good. So I actually sought out the best experts in traumatic brain injury to find answers. The good story with that is that within a couple years, my wife has made almost a complete recovery. The challenge, we didn't realize it, at least I didn't realize it as much until as we went up to the room that night after talking with Shailene's at the seminar and hearing the re-engineering. My wife said to me, she said, I feel like a part of me died and my dreams died in that helicopter crash. And I always knew that there was some internal emotional that was holding back, but I never heard her actually say that her dreams died in that incident. Well, as we were talking and doing this, I felt like we started to dream again. Our dreams actually became more alive again. We started to dream bigger. And there was a sparkle in my wife's eyes at the end of the evening, and she texted me the next morning just as I was going down for breakfast that I love our life and I can't wait to share our dreams. And what amazing transformation and trance ending experience that was for us, because we didn't realize how much we'd been stuck and we were just holding back and all the things that we'd been dreaming for so many years. But it was like a trigger that changed just by being at the event. Setting up the conference so that we can think about our lives, think about our values, making sure that our policies are in line with our family and our values, and that's in line with my wife and I. So the conference was different than any other business seminar. I see so many business professionals over the years that their life goes into a tailspin because they don't have their values in line. They don't think about their family and they're on this treadmill. And this was authentic, it was heartfelt, but it was inspirational. I had to close my office for a couple days, pay for the seminar, pay for the lodging, and I know that the return on the investment will probably be more than 10 to 100-fold. And actually, I think the actual weekend was priceless for myself and for my wife. Just a couple days back from getting back from the seminar, and I never thought I'd feel this way, but I feel like some of the dreams that have been holding back that we just couldn't do are actually now alive again. So I can't thank you enough for the conference, for the environment that you set up, and the feeling of family that you've created with all the people in attendance. So can't say enough about attending one of Shailene's events in the future. So thank you for allowing me to share.